Hello everybody, my name is Thor Young. I'm a moderator of Bear Bull Traders, and this is going to be a trade recap for you today. I have the chat room, as you can see here. I'm going to be screen sharing here in just a second, y'all. And we're going to go through my trade today and then maybe talk a little bit in the chat room, and then this is going to come out to all of you guys in YouTube. If you have a chance, thumbs up, please throw me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell. If you came by for the pre-market show, apparently everyone likes Norm more than me on YouTube, which I think it's the hair. I'm not going to take it personally, but it is what it is, and now he's getting lots of likes and I don't. So, whatever. So we're just kidding. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go into some trades here, and I thought I would start off with my first trade of the day, and I'd rock through a few others. Had a really solid trading day today. So my first trade today was on JD. JD was very overextended today. It was far below the cams, far below the pivots, and it's just super drop down. So with it being so extended, it was naturally right on my list for a squeeze. I let it sell off. If you were looking on something like a book map or looking on the level 2, there was a giant bid sitting just above $51. As you can see, the price ran down to $51. Look at all the volume, right? Hit it the first time, bounced and absorbed it the second time, and then squeezed again. But I got this really nice, I went long here. Stop was a new low on the candle, and I got just a beautiful pop on this one all the way back to VWAP. So really solid there. Went almost completely out there, and that was going to be a runner that I was going to hold all day for a squeeze back up to the floor pivot, but that went out, and I did not re-enter because I was in some other positions. So I tried a trade today on Crowd, which worked and then didn't work, and then or didn't work then worked. So Crowd originally started to squeeze back up, and I decided to, oh wait, sorry, wrong cams. Oops, sorry. I'm on the DOS beta, so my hotkeys aren't working right now, which is fantastic. All right, so this is my pre-market data without cams. So a lot of people have asked me, when am I using pre-market data or not using pre-market data? And the answer to that actually falls in with the stock's movement. If the stock gaps and then in after hours, so that I can, so on the new day, I've still got good data I will use without pre-market data. If the stock gaps during pre-market or is extremely active during pre-market, then I will use pre-market data because it becomes a lot more relevant at that point. So Crowd was a straight breakout, and I tried to reverse it off of pre-market high for some reason. I mean, there was the obvious topping tails, and there was a large seller there that it failed off of. It crossed the 9, so I went short using a new high. And then it failed, so the risk management was perfect. I should have waited for the floor pivot, which is this pink level right up here. I didn't. I saw the selling, and I thought that was the moment, but sure enough, I took the 1R loss. But then once we held the floor pivot, we set up a beautiful little head and shoulders here, right on the floor pivot. So I went ahead and shorted the shoulder using a new high, or just above the floor pivot, actually. It was probably like 197 and a change. And then got a beautiful drop back to VWAP for about 4R. I went ahead and added in a little bit more and then stopped out the rest there. So lost 1R, gained 3R on that one. So I was up about 5R, by the way, on the Oxy trade, or sorry, on the JD trade. I hit Oxy. Really nice trade on Oxy today. Oxy squeezed at the open, set up this tight range, so I shorted here, got a drop. Using this new high, got a partial here, and then recognized that the ask was starting to stack heavily. So I decided I would go ahead and cut that position because I thought it was going to squeeze. There was also a heavy buyer camping PDC. So I went ahead and cut that position, and as soon as I cut it, I mean, talk about good timing on this one. Look at the squeeze. I mean, right when I got out, this thing just took off. So I was really happy about that. And then also using without the data, look at that beautiful test to R3. Cams on point today. Rejected R3, so I went short at the 9 using a new high. Partial at VWAP. Partial back at this level right here. Partial at pre-market low. And then one more out there. So really, really nice move there. So solid move there. Did I see imbalance? Yeah, there was a heavy bid setting down at 56.50. It was the same bid I was targeting here. When I went short here, I was going towards a large bid down here. But it squeezed. So once it's topped out here and struggled, and then the volume came in, I went with the rest of the bears, and we went short again for that bid, and we got them that time. Oh, man. So I also traded SPY today, and I need to get over to that position right now because it's moving. So give me 1 second. Oh, man. Here we go. Yeah. All right. So we're trading SPY now. I tried a short on SPY earlier today for a breakdown off of S4, but it squeezed against me, so I went ahead and stopped. But then when it came back down and got under the averages, I went in short here with a better average. So everyone, this is exactly what I'm talking about why you always honor and take your stops, right? Look at this. If I had held this position, my 2-to-1 on this original position was way down here, right? And I was fine to hold it. I thought I would get it because it was a breakdown. I was looking for S6 anyway. But once I got topped out and I got in, this time I went short here, and my stop was a high above this low volume test candle, right? So I ended up with actually much better. Actually, no, sorry, I didn't do that. I used the 9. I used the EMA. I went short here and I used the moving average because it back tested the moving average. I was too zoomed out. I didn't see it. So hold on, let me get in here. It back tested the moving average, so I shorted using that average. It pulled back and then dropped, right? So here, honored the stop. Now I got my 1R back, and then I got a couple more R on top of that, right? So I tried and then I added into it on the VWAP retest using a new high, was able to average that one in very nicely and got some partials down through the opening price and all the way down to S6. When it hit S6, it stalled, and I saw the book flip, so I went ahead and took my entire position off and then went long, got a partial and stopped because it didn't quite break for me, waited a little bit longer, came back for a retest. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, came back for a retest, was holding S5, so I went ahead and relonged there using a little bit below, like right around 420, got a pop there, partial and partial to VWAP. So now we're bull to bear on this thing. So we're having a real good time. So, and that's my trades for the day. So holding S5. So these are all Camarilla pivot points, right? So what I have seen is, look, we've had a lot of correlation with this cam today. So it was definitely worth playing. And since it held here and I could see the bid stepping, I went ahead and took it here, stop there. So, yeah. No yacht yet. No boat on a boat time, Jason. Unfortunately, I'm not trading that risk, but it is a really nice day today. I think I'm finishing out the day. I mean, I'm definitely north of 10R today. Probably like more around 15 today. So it's been a really good day. Been really read well. 420. I'm out a little bit under 2-to-1 on this one, Oscar, which is what I was saying before. You know, I'm in a little bit before. 2-to-1 was probably more like that, but when it came up into here, a large seller hit, and I was like, you know what, that's close enough for me. So I went ahead and took off there, and then it came back, and look how close it got when I went to break even. I mean, came within a couple pennies, and then made that run to the opening price in VWAP. So I got that. So you're still short. I'm probably just squeezing it for you so you can get an ad there, Mark. Good trade, brother. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to cut this recap. I hope it was informative for everybody and we had a little fun. If you did, again, thumbs up. Appreciate you. And as always, y'all, keep it green. Thanks.